That introduction is so dramatic.
It is. And then here we are.
And then here we are. No, I feel like tonight we are going to live up to all the drama in that show. In fact, I'm predicting tonight.
Yes.
Someone who hasn't picked a movie in a long time will get to pick next week's movie.
I'm guessing it will be somebody that doesn't have the last name Gensel or Ryder. That's my guess.
Oh, I'm not going that far.
Just because it's been a Gensel or Ryder, I think, for the last 7 months.
That's very true.
It's Adam's turn. Let's be honest. It's Adam's turn.
It is. It is. Adam, I don't know if Adam has the most, but he has a lot of spaces on the wheel. So it might be Adam's turn. Who knows?
Could be a Rosenberg.
It could be you. It could be you. Or if you're at home and you're like, I've never been on before, it could be you.
Yeah, you have a 1 in 7,000 chance of being on.
Hey,
so it is Monday.
At least there's a chance.
It is Monday. It is October 24th. It's 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. This will be a tight 1 hour show because Eric is exhausted.
I'm doing all right.
Oh, now you're okay.
I'm fine.
He's not pixelated. At least he's not pixelated. He got new internet.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Super fast. I'm downloading. I'm uploading. I'm reloading.
He's mining Bitcoin. Uploading. It's all happening.
It's all happening. This is episode 125.
All right. 125.
It is 125.
And if you want to be a guest, EriDanLive.com.
Do it.
Join us.
Do it.
If you don't want to be a guest, that's okay.
Do it anyways.
Yes.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Now tomorrow, like the cool kids.
Why are you frozen? Does that mean
what?
You just froze for a second?
Did I freeze for a second?
Yeah, maybe it's me.
Mr. Freeze? Am I unfrozen?
You're fine.
Right.
You're unfrozen, caveman lawyer. Next week, I'll announce it now. Next week, we'll repeat it many times. We're doing Sunday.
Yes.
At 6 p.m. West, 9 p.m. East, because Monday is Halloween.
That is correct.
And Tuesday is November. And the first one of November, we have to do a double feature. So we're not going to do a double feature.
Yeah,
we're going to pick the double feature next Sunday.
Movie suggestion. And we also want to give people another week to prepare of watching Sherlock.
Yes, watch as much of it as you can.
Sherlock.
Oh, yeah, we now have somebody in the Central Time Zone. Yes, Cody. So that'll be... Yeah, so
that's way too much math.
6, let's do it all. 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain,
you're hurting
8 Central, 9 Eastern.
Oh, this hurts.
And 10 Atlantic, if there's anybody in the Nova Scotia area.
This is just too much. It's too much. That's like advanced math.
Yeah.
If we're going to get rid of daylight savings time, could we get rid of the time zones too? Could that be
No,
great?
that you can't.
You sure? Be awesome.
I don't know. Is it background something playing, or is that just?
Yeah, I'm playing a little bumper music for us.
Oh, speaking of, Adam's in Mountain Time right now. That's right. He's in Boise, Idaho. Wow. We have every time zone right now, other than Alaska and Hawaii, but still the continental U.S. The lower
every time zone except for those ones that we're not in.
Except for the 20 we're not in, or the 21. I think there's 21 or 22 other ones because there's a couple half-hour time zones. But yes, we have all 4.
Awesome conversation.
Yeah, let's start bringing people in.
You want to do that? Let's bring. Brian, we introduced Brian, and the comments section goes mad.
Is that so?
By N Movies, find love on the best dating site.
Oh, wait, now we've got. Oh, great! Now we've got hackers. Hackers on
flooding the comment section for you, Brian. They love you so much.
Oh, I see.
They want to find love for you, or they want you. Or you can find love with them. I have no idea what's happening.
I don't know.
Speaking of finding love,
Stacey, Wade, and
Reagan.
Now, Reagan, all right, this is a stretch, and I apologize for this, but you were tilted just a little bit to your right a moment ago. And in the thumbnail, I saw you look like a Nintendo Switch for some reason. I saw just in the little thing with the pink on the one side and the blue on the other side. I'm like, oh, look.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry. That was a stretch. I knew.
Speaking of stretching.
Oh, well, I'm going to stretch for time while I find...
I'm sorry, Dave. This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
Then, of course, there are the areas that don't observe daylight savings time. And...
Arizona,
parts of Indiana,
Hawaii,
I believe.
Hawaii.
Those places should just affect.
Yeah.
I'll go
it's
to
always
Hawaii.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Are those flaming pink poop emojis?
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Well, thank you for those. I think we should let her in then.
One ring to the moon. One ring.
It's Brittany.
And there is Brittany. Oh my
look
goodness.
at
The
that.
match. Wow.
The match.
Just having a conversation with somebody about a hat that would be just like that. But that's a whole other story. So
Brian
is time for that when we have to talk about a movie, right? Am I right?
Brian thinks it's Passover. He's doing the show in his reclining position.
I am.
One of the four questions.
I'm laying down with a blanket and everything.
Go ahead, Dave. Say it. I'm reading on the private chat.
I'm just saying that I could go mimic Brian's position and you guys could all watch me fall asleep.
There you go. I'm almost ready to sit up. I mean, you could say it like a couple more times and we'll see if I sit up.
Nah,
it reminds me of as we were watching Shark Tank last night, and there was someone who pitched and got a deal for their dog beds for people.
Okay.
Aren't those called beds?
Yeah.
No, they're big, round, cushiony things you curl up in like a dog bed.
Wow.
Only human-sized.
Is it just for furries or is it for anybody?
It's for anybody.
Adam's
Mark
already
Cuban
in.
Adam's already talking about
it hard.
Adam, this is the pre-movie banter.
Yeah, but he knows we're on a tight schedule tonight.
This is what we pay for. All right, let's get to it. Miss Congeniality from 2000, unpolished, unkempt, unleashed, undercover. Sandra Bullock, Michael Caine, Benjamin Bratt, Candice Bergen, William Shatner, and Heather Burns all star in this Don Petrie directed film. Budget of $45 million, worldwide gross of $213 million. Critics coming in with a low 41, and the audience saying, not that bad, 69. And so, Reagan in the center square, tell us why you chose to take us down Sandra Bullock Lane for this movie.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I like Sandra Bullock. We've talked about it before, but I don't remember how I watched this movie. My mom showed it to us one day, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." I don't expect other people to like it. I think that it's funny. I can't even sit, like, even last night. I've seen it how many times, and I started laughing before the things even happened. Like, I just can't do it. It's just is so funny to me. And I think that I just connect with her character though, and that's part of why I like it. Like, you know, like with like the friend making and all that stuff, but then also like my nickname this summer was Undercover Cop, and I like made a guy believe that I was a narc for a little bit. Like, it was pretty funny. Like, that's just my personality, I guess. And except, you know, I don't know.
Throughout this episode, Michael Caine will be teaching Reagan how to walk and speak like a lady.
Yes. So basically, but yeah.
Tom Jones.
I don't know.
Like a lady. Oh,
she's a lady.
But yeah.
I'm gonna go out on work. I'm reading Adam's comment. These on his 12-hour workday. There were a lot of funny things in this movie, but a lot of it was a lot of cheesiness. For the star-studded cast that they had, I'm in shock that it wasn't better.
Mm-hmm. I do agree. Yeah.
I mean, you have Murphy Brown, you have Captain Kirk.
I actually thought William Shatner's role in this movie, and he had some of the best lines.
This is one of the rare movies that William Shatner was one of the highlights of, because usually he's not that great an actor.
No,
but he fit his role well.
Perfectly cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So is Michael Caine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is Benjamin Bratt. Okay, forget what I said. I give it a 95. No, I'm kidding.
So it's just below Somewhere in Time.
I mean, they obviously weren't.
It's my favorite movie ever now.
They weren't out to do anything overly original, right? I mean, it was
Not even there was nothing original.
pretty much like, hey, we saw My Fair Lady.
It was script writing by numbers.
What if it was My Fair Lady but worse?
It was salvaged by the likability of Sandra Bullock. Without her in that role,
100%.
it would have been
agree.
completely worthless.
Yeah,
That's why I like it, because of her. Like
Yeah.
the storyline, whatever. Like I said, yeah, I connect with the character, but I would not have like if she didn't do it the way that she did it, it wouldn't have been the same kind
She's
of thing.
always likable on screen.
And
Yeah.
Benjamin Bratt.
Amanda brings up the lines eyebrows. There should be two.
Exactly.
You're right.
It's a funny
Agree,
line.
Amanda.
It was like they came up with a funny line that didn't fit the movie, so they just threw it in anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
There was a
absolutely.
close up of her where she had a few stray hairs, but it was no unibrow.
No, it was not. No,
Yeah,
you know.
there was a
Wow, and
was a
it's like,
bridge.
you know, and this is the maximum trope of let's just make her hair messy and she's not attractive, and then also she's so pretty.
and she was never even slightly unattractive.
No.
Right.
I know, right? Right? Like
yeah, they never
She was
like,
just
they-
unladylike.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, except for when she was in the crazy makeup when they were doing her makeover,
Yeah.
she looked perfectly fine. It was just it was so silly.
yeah.
But
And
I think
like-
that's part of the charm.
this movie could not be made today. It's another one of those where
Oh, you mean they
Yeah.
couldn't have the
Like,
FBI agents spying on the girls in the dressing room?
Let's
That's what I talked about
the
earlier, yeah.
FBI part. I mean, honestly, could we make the FBI look worse in this movie? I don't think so, because they're partially incompetent and they're all male sexist pigs.
Right.
Mhm.
yeah. And I like how they had the software they could put a bikini on the captain.
Well, bikini on the captain,
I
and he grew a bulge in his crotch. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just bizarre.
Well, and worse than that, it was his daughter's software program that he had installed on his work computer.
Yeah, because the FBI is really high on people installing kid stuff on their work computers.
Yeah, I can't even get an email on my cell phone from work now, and they're telling me that in 2000 they could do that. They made the FBI look worse than a Trump rally. Makes the FBI look bad
Wow.
because they complain about the FBI. Anyway, yeah, the sequel, if you did watch it, Benjamin Bratt was the smartest man ever for not doing the sequel.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was.
He didn't
And
do
Michael
anything
Caine
else
didn't do
that
the
year.
sequel either.
What's that?
Michael,
they
Michael
didn't.
Caine didn't do the sequel either.
And Michael Caine does everything.
Yes. No,
Michael
Shatner
Caine
was
did
back,
that.
wasn't he?
Yeah, Shatner was back. Regis was in it.
Yeah.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all it was William Shatner and Cheryl were in the second one. And they get kidnapped.
Yeah, so Thumbsucker, The Great Raid, E-Ring, and Love in the Time of Cholera. That's what Benjamin Bratt was working on when this movie the second one was being made. So it's not like he gave it up for something important.
Well, this dropped from a 41 to a 16.
I know. I was
Yeah.
just reading 16. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
No,
and-
I mean, if you didn't really like this
honestly-
one, it's not worth it. I love this movie, so like I like the second one as well, but it's
I
not.
don't mind. I had so low expectations going into the second ones. Like I tried to watch Mean Girls 2. I couldn't get more than 6 minutes into Mean
Yeah.
Girls 2. We watched all of Miss Congeniality 2.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
it's
It
cute.
wasn't
It's
great.
fine.
It's not as good as the original. And that probably tracks no matter how bad you think the original is.
Yeah.
The second
Well-
one will be worse for you.
how far? I'm in 47 minutes in.
Okay.
That's as far as I got.
Oh wow, you did
Oh
not.
no, her unibrow is back.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I have more criticisms of 2, but we won't get into those.
Yeah.
I
That's-
I
Two
really
isn't
liked
canon.
Miss
That is
Rhode
true.
Island. I really liked her.
Right.
I just did.
She's
Like
so sweet.
Brittany's eyes were rolling the whole time, but like
Brian couldn't see my face, so let's address this.
I mean, he could hear your eyes rolling. That's
I
how bad it
could.
was.
Let's address the fact that Brian, at the very beginning of last week when Reagan picked this movie was like, I used to think Reagan had good taste,
Oh,
and now it's
she was gonna
trash.
say
I don't like Reagan's taste at all. I don't want to
Oh.
watch this movie all week. He was like, I don't want to watch this. Do I really have to?
Yeah.
This is stupid. I don't want. And then he watched it, and then he was like, I really liked that movie. So,
See,
You're welcome.
Yep.
changed your life. Now
I
you're like
did.
this.
No, it didn't change my life, but I liked it. I was laughing a lot.
It
Me and
is.
Richard were at least.
So funny.
It's stupid funny.
Yeah.
And she trips over her bed. I was crying. Last night, I've seen this movie like 15 times, and I was crying, laughing at her tripping over her bed. Like, just...
She told us that she and her sister, Emma, our other daughter, would replay that part. They'd back that up for like 7 or 8 times before they'd move the movie forward.
Yeah.
To watch that girl trip over the bed.
Well, and I think that's why I liked it so much, because I first watched it whenever I was like 12. You know what I mean? So it was
And
like
that makes sense.
perfect
It's
for
funny.
Which I
me.
think is the target
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
I was a cop for 30 years.
Well, I started doing stand up in 92 and then in 95. So John DeResta, who plays, he's the chubby cop, he was at the Funny Bone in Pittsburgh way before this came out. And he doesn't look anything like that anymore. He's like super skinny. He and his brother like had like some show. But Eric and I discussed, if we ever got somebody on that was in a movie, we'd have to have them on beforehand and pre-record it because they wouldn't want to hear this part.
Yeah, you're right.
But even as charming as Sandra Bullock is in this, and she's pretty much always good on screen, when she's doing the "You love me, you want to kiss me," I mean, you're talking about targeting a 12-year-old girl audience. That's exactly what that was doing.
Yeah,
well, I'm a 4-year-old girl.
He enjoyed it.
I liked it better the first time I saw it. Now it's like I've seen this so many times that I'm like, that was like grating on my nerves, that part, which I used to think was cute. But
it's
your first time seeing it.
Yeah, first time is much better.
I liked when Miss Rhode Island was like hitting her with the roses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get away
it was
from my
so good.
crown.
I was saying, okay, no, this is.
I like when she just stood there sobbing.
I know.
He kept like reciting the lyrics to the song's playing, and she's
Kept
just
going.
sobbing. Like it's just
There's
chaos.
confetti in the background. Oh my god.
Crying now.
Brittany was all, I hope her head blows up. Yeah.
What if you're going to arrange this thing with this crown to blow up? I mean, why do you have to be apparently 5 feet away from them to make it blow?
Right.
he's like sneaking behind the set so he could be. Wait, no, it makes
Talk a
no
little bit
sense.
about the technology of the crown that blows up, which is basically let's shine a little red light
Yeah.
on any object and pretend like now it's a bomb.
Well, no, there was something on there too. Remember, because he did the one.
Yeah,
of
the little
mannequin.
plastique. Yeah,
That was like activating it. That's how you turned it on.
That was pretty bad.
It was
Now,
bad.
one thing
no
I
matter
thought
what.
was amazing. The one thing I thought that really stunned me, and I want to know if this is actually the way things are at the Alamo, or if some set designer came in and created this, which was
awning?
this overhang
That
tent
awning
Yeah.
was amazing.
that matches the actual Alamo.
That was
Mhm.
wonderful.
I find that amazing, right? I'm like, what is that beautiful tent?
I thought the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was
I'm gonna
noticing
go
it
to the
myself.
Alamo and see if that is the tent that is in front of the Alamo, or if that was part of the set design.
Yeah.
Because
the Alamo. I forgot.
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, but when were you there?
What was the line? I forgot about it when they were talking about the Alamo, and the one cop goes, "Oh, I forgot about that."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't forget it.
Don't forget.
I
Wade
was
said
just
it was
there.
for the movie because he was there after.
And there was no tent.
There was no tent.
Right,
there.
but there might be when they do events there.
Yeah.
They have it set up.
Wow.
I mean, I did like the ending. It made me laugh. So
Yeah.
there was that.
I mean, the river walk
yeah.
is really cool. Let me see if I have a picture here from the Alamo. I think I took one.
Just remember, sing. You just have to
I
remember.
agree with Amanda with the useful defense techniques for her talent
Yeah.
because the girls
Stacey
drank her
Stacey and
water.
Wade will now demo this for us.
I mean, it was to me, it was not a good movie, but it had some good moments.
Right.
Or you could stop saying it was. You could just stop it. It was not a good movie.
I think
No,
that,
because it did have some good moments. To be fair, I have to acknowledge that.
I think that my
Maybe it was a good movie
biggest
with a
thing is-
lot of bad moments.
I think that my biggest thing about the movie is that it just reminds me of me. Like her character just reminds me of me. Like we went to Starbucks this summer and like I don't know how to order at Starbucks, so that's how I felt. Oh, can I get a double tall iced venti decaf latte? Like I don't iced venti percent latte or whatever she said. Like that's how I felt trying to offer all my friends this summer, and they would eventually have to do it for me because I had no idea what was going on. Like
it reminded you when you used to punch kids in the face in the playground.
I did.
He
Dave,
has.
I did.
Yeah.
Megan is now going to go put on her pageant gown for her.
I could send a picture.
I also thought it was just bad that she used her siren just to get to Starbucks early.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then cut in front of
that
the
was
line.
such a trope. That was one of those things where it's like, oh, it's an emergency, and then it's like, oh no, I'm just getting food.
Yeah.
And
Well, there were so many times we were watching this movie. Now, I had seen it once before, but that was around the time it came out. I remembered very little details of it.
Right.
We're sitting there watching, going, "Oh, she's going to get coffee or something," and "Oh, she's going to trip now." You know, it was just so predictable. It was really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
There it is.
So photoshopped.
I know it's not though.
Is this a promo for Smile?
Yes.
Could
That
be.
was just this summer. It was 109 degrees.
When were you there?
I was just there in June.
Emma was there in August, but she did not go to see the Alamo.
She forgot it.
Not
She's been
good.
there twice and has never gone.
It's
And
right
who
there.
in the world, even when
Fine.
her
You
even
can't
when her
miss it.
talent was playing the glasses, why would they put her in that hideous outfit?
Yeah, what was the outfit about?
I know.
That was hideous.
I bet
think
you there
it
was
had something
something
to
in
do
the
with
script.
where that started. I don't know.
There's probably
the
something where
Bulgarian
she was going to do something else, and
I
then
mean,
she's like, I
especially
can't do
when,
that.
with Michael Caine being so fashion conscious, and it's like, and you put her in this ugly dress. It made no sense.
With rumba pants,
Yeah.
and socks and high heels.
I walked into the Alamo and I tried to rent a car. They got really mad because people do that all the time, apparently.
Oh.
Really? You
Yeah,
weren't funny
they
then?
didn't think it was funny. No, I didn't really do that. It was closed when I was there.
Yeah, just like William Shatner, people say, "Are you on the Enterprise? Can I rent a car?"
Oh my god!
Oh, we got 2 car rental references in
Good
this
deal
thing.
on a hotel.
And we can look at the budget of the movie.
Yeah.
And how much it hurts to watch the movie. Now we got 4 car rental companies. Anything else?
They made a lot of money.
A lot of dollars.
Yeah.
There we go. 5 car rental companies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so did Fast and Furious movies.
Is there
They
a Fast
do.
and Furious rental car company?
Maybe next week.
Eric, shall we score?
I think we should score. All right.
I tried to do the thing. It didn't work. Here we go.
Too fancy.
It's all you.
I give it an 86 because there are things about it that bother me, like from I like the way that people make movies standpoint. Like, you know what I mean? Like we think about them like, oh, is this actually good or not? And like some of the stuff, like the structural things and stuff kind of bother me sometimes. And that's not why I watch it though. So I give it such a high score for that reason, because I just think it's hilarious. I think that I connect with that character a lot in a lot of different ways. And you know, I don't know, just because I connect with her, I think that I like really like hone in on like watching her character like grow and develop in different things, and also understanding her in the beginning, understanding her at the end, understanding the things that she wants for herself and her life, understanding the things that happened before that caused her to not get those things, or whatever different things that have to do with punching a kid in the face. People don't like you when you do that. Yeah, so all of that stuff I really enjoy, and I think it's hilarious, all like the one-liners people say, and just like the different friendships that develop and stuff, and all of it just gets me. The one thing that I didn't understand though, and I want to know about this, I don't like the comments that the guys make all the time towards the girls. That bothered me a lot, like we talked about the FBI, but I want to know if it has to do with like separating her somehow, like this is where she works, these are the guys, these are how they treat her, versus these are all the girls that she's around. You know, I don't know how else to explain that, but I wonder if like they did it to like complete opposite something. I don't know, but yeah, I give it an 86 because it just is so funny.
I think it was more like they were trying to portray her that the guy she worked with didn't even think of her as a woman.
Yeah,
She was just
yeah,
one of the
and
guys.
that's what I
One of the
wonder.
guys.
Like, did they make so many of those comments because of the time that it was made, and they were able to get away with that, or did they do it to show something like that? I don't know, but
I don't think you'd do that now. If you were going to make that
No.
movie, you wouldn't do that now.
no.
I think Adam wins the rental car reference. They weren't very thrifty with the budget.
Absolutely.
2 and 1. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep it in the family.
Thanks.
You want to go?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the first time I saw it, I thought it was pretty funny and everything, but it is pretty predictable after you see it the first time. So it's still kind of entertaining, but maybe not as much. So I'm going to go with a 75.
Yeah, I was a little bit bored because I knew what was coming. I knew she was going to trip in her high heels, even though she's walking the red carpet walk, and what else? All of it. So it is predictable. And it was cute, and not as cute as the first time. It was funny to watch Reagan laugh. Silly. She's watching it.
Rate that part of it. No, I'm kidding.
I would rate that part 100% because it makes me laugh when my kids and when Wade laughs watching TV. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So I think my score is going to be 79.
79.
Brian.
Yeah, so I liked it, and I thought it was funny, and I was watching it. I was actually laying right here while I was watching it, so that was cool. And I'm remembering, and I was like, oh, I like Miss Rhode Island. She's my favorite. And I was saying that the whole time, and then she won, and spoiler, sorry. But
we've all seen
it. She won, and I was like, oh yeah. And all this, and so, yep. I'm gonna give it an 84.
All right. Amanda says, I liked most of the non-FBI characters, and the premise had potential. Too bad the script was so awful. 54.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right. And speaking of 54, the 50th runner-up.
Yeah. It's to me, it's a bad movie punctuated by some funny moments.
Yeah.
You can have, and the casting was solid. There was nobody that was miscast. Sandra Bullock's always charming on screen. Michael Caine's always good. Candice Bergen felt a little underutilized, but she was fine. But boy, it was such a predictable script by numbers that it was just it almost struck you as something that had been sitting on the shelf for like 20 years and they just pulled down and made. And if Sandra Bullock had not been executive producer and pushed it through, that it never would have happened, kind of thing. So but I can't dismiss that I did laugh a few times. I did. There were some funny lines. There were some funny moments. It's a 51.
Wow.
51. It came in 51st out of 50 people. Brittany?
I gave you Richard's score in the chat because our kid is just not relaxing tonight. So Richard gave it an 81. He loves this movie.
Brittany doesn't.
Brian guessed that my score was going to be a 35 for this movie, just so everybody is aware what Brian thinks of me. I'm just not going to say any more. I'm going to give it an 81.
An 81. All right. We've done everybody live. We still have some more people in the comments. We haven't had Adam yet. I saw it. I think I saw it in the theater. I think I saw it one time after that, 15, 20 years ago. And I just saw it again. And it is fun. My mom just typed the same thing in. It's a fun movie. I mean, it's a brainless movie. It's not going to win any awards. Yes, the script has a lot of holes in it. The acting, but I think it's a solid 72. And my mother says it was fun to watch again, so she gives it a 75. And that's where I am. And now we go to Eric. We can't hear Eric. Great. We can see you perfectly now. We just can't hear you anymore. All right. Here's Adams. And Eric's frozen. Okay, let's. You can just type it in, Eric, I guess, and we'll.
I guess the movie was 3 Britney hats. Was that what he was saying?
They were brown Britney hats, though. They weren't the pink.
Oh,
Britney
yes, they were
hats.
brown, not pink.
Yes. Okay, Eric's going to come back in. Let's see what happens. Still can't hear you. No.
He's faking us out.
I know.
He's the mime DJ. It's a very niche market.
What
I just-
happened?
Give us your number. He posted it everywhere. 79, 79, 79, 79, 79.
He's trapped in a box.
We're doing a silent movie. All right. Well, I guess it's time to spin the wheel then. You can do that.
Or to see what the aggregate score is. That's the other thing.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. You want me to spin the wheel? Gracias. Eric's not here. All right. I don't have the wheel.
He's probably troubleshooting.
Good on.
So what normally happens here is Eric has a wheel, and he'll be back here in a second. There he is. And we still can't hear him.
No.
Do the microphone. Unplug the microphone or something.
Just go to your settings and change your microphone.
Is your microphone turned on?
Use your camera microphone if you have to.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
He did that. See, he's got the super fast internet. It's going so fast.
Whoa. What? Can you hear me a little bit now?
Yeah.
We can hear you in the distance, yeah.
You're going to hear me in the distance. We're going to go with this just because that's life is hard.
You're like a McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah.
What's up, Scott?
Yeah, I'd like a Big Mac and 2 orders of fries, please.
Yeah, Scott's here.
Yeah, look at that. Director of It's a Lot, Scott.
All
He
right,
gave it
Scott.
one wheel. Thank you,
I'm
Scott.
going to throw Scott on the wheel. He'll have the one.
Scott, do you want
rating
to?
spot
Well,
on
let's
the
make sure he
wheel
wants
here.
to, because put him on anyway if he doesn't
I'm
answer.
throwing him on anyways. Why not?
Yeah, it won't come up, so.
Oh, don't say that.
Dave.
One space.
Dave,
He just
what?
did it.
Yeah. All right. Here's the wheel. All right. Here's the wheel of reels for.
That's here. Okay, let's see.
Quick adjustment here. Make that a little bigger for us. There we go.
Does it matter?
Eric's a
Adam.
DJ.
What are you complaining about?
It's just you're a DJ and your microphone's not working. I think that's just awesome. You're having audio
Sometimes
problems.
Stuff happens. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there, but
I think it's going to be me. I'm calling it right now. It's my movie. It's my week.
Oh, look
I'm
at
not even
that.
on
I'm
there.
going for
It's
Adam
like-
this time. This is
Let's
Adam.
find out if that confidence pays off.
This
I
one's
think
going to
it's
Adam.
I just
someone
rolled
who's
for the
not here.
strike. And
I'm going to say it's someone who's not here. Oh,
okay, I was close.
what? Oh my! Oh, the pressure.
It's the era of EriDan.
So Miss Congeniality too.
Yes, let's do it. I'm already 41 minutes in.
Sergeant Pepper, too.
Oh.
You know. Wow. You know, I have thought about this quite a bit. Because, you know, I've been debating about whether it was worth starting a new franchise.
Xanadu?
You know, because, you know, there's some big franchise out there.
Pirate movie?
that we
James
have.
Bond?
Grease 2. Let it be Grease 2.
No.
Hey, Vern?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm keeping the Harry Potter
All
train
right.
going back
All right.
on for this month. And we're going to go to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So,
Is that the second one?
That's kind of a Halloween themed movie. That kind of works for me.
Halloweenish to get us, you know, a little bit. So yeah, so this will get us to Harry Potter 2, which I believe. Let's see where this is streaming for us.
See, I would have done a Halloween theme movie. I would have had Mike Myers in Wayne's World. That's what we would have watched. If
Not
I
the
had-
Love Guru? I would go with So I Married an Axe Murderer or the Love Guru. The Love Guru is a real one.
Currently streaming on Peacock and available for rent in all your favorite streaming platforms.
Yeah, I think all of them are on Peacock.
I believe you are correct.
Chamber of Secrets 2?
Well, I think they're trying to put a number on the movie so that you know what order to watch.
Yes.
So this is
Harry Potter 2.
Yes.
That was
Harry
20 years ago.
Shh, don't talk about that. Oh my gosh, it seems like
I
not.
was alive then. That's weird.
When is Weird coming out?
Yeah, you were alive then.
That I think it's either November or December.
Oh, I thought it was out already.
I don't think so.
Oh, look, Scott, we have a new watcher. Good. You have to come in next week,
Awesome.
next Sunday night, and you have to score it 1 to 100.
That's right.
Awesome.
It's coming out November 4th. Weird.
It's his second least favorite part of it. R.I.P. Hagrid.
Right?
Yes, Hagrid did pass away since we last watched the movie.
Yeah, he
I know,
passed
we talked
away.
about him and then he died. Why do we do that?
But it's the last Peter O'Toole one too. So
And okay, correct me if I'm wrong. We had a conversation
Or
about
Richard
Angela
Harris,
Lansbury,
Richard Harris.
like less than a year ago, because I remember telling the
You
story how I
definitely did.
saw her, and why are we talking about her? I could have sworn she died. I'm having a Mandela.
She did
Angela
die.
Lansbury. She just died though.
Yeah.
But we talked about her like 6 months ago because I told the story of how I saw her in Santa Monica. I couldn't believe how beautiful she was. She was like 85 years old. I'm like, wow, that's a beautiful woman.
Was she in one of the movies we watched?
No,
Yeah, we watched Beauty and the Beast. We watched Beauty and the Beast. That's
Yeah,
Did we
that's
watch Beauty and the
why.
Beast?
Yes.
We did.
Oh, well, so much for my
Yay.
Mandela effect. May she
It
rest
was
in peace
all
again.
explained.
Although I remember Buddy Hackett dying twice, so I get that
Right.
going for me.
Me too.
Well, he was big enough.
All right, I'm pushing the button.
What else have we been watching?
Well, I'll be honest with you. So, thanks to Reagan, we ended up with a little Sandra Bullock marathon in our house where we watched Miss Congeniality 2, and then her most recent movie, which the name has now escaped me. Her movie where she gets lost.
The Lost City.
Thank you, The Lost City. There you go. And we watched these 3 in a row.
Wow.
Boom, boom.
That's a lot of Sandra Bullock.
Wow.
Sandra Bullock, but honestly, while she always plays the same character,
Yes.
it's an adorable, likable character. She's been doing the same character for 30 years, and it just works. You know, and it's always
It's all the way
like,
back to
I'm
Demolition
a
Man.
writer, and now I'm an FBI person, and now I'm a toll booth operator or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just her.
Right.
But she's delightful. And it wasn't terrible. It was, probably on par with Miss Congeniality 2.
I might argue she doesn't play the same character in Bird Box, but
I've never seen that. That I can't speak to.
It's okay.
But yeah, so there we watched those, and then we also watched the Nicolas Cage, the Unbearable.
Wasn't that
still want to
great?
watch that.
I thought that movie was great.
I did think that was great.
It's a great movie.
enjoyed that. It's weird.
Yes.
But amazing. It's so amazing. It's weird, but lovely.
Adam saw Black Adam.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
He thought it was great. Don't listen to the critics.
I don't know.
Now,
I think that's nepotism.
Yes, he likes the TV show Adam 12.
Right.
Now is Black
Adam West
Adam
is his
related to
favorite Batman.
Shazam?
It's in the same universe.
Because he's got the Shazam logo
Well,
on his shirt.
in the comics, they're very much related. I'm not sure how much they're going to relate them in the movies.
Okay.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
So does Zach make an appearance? Is my question.
Well, it's very different tone to the movies from what I've heard. I mean,
He didn't tell me when I asked him, so
Maybe it's in the post-credit scene.
Why do you
Did they do a
text me now?
post-credit scene?
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Adam, is there a post-credit scene? He's Shazam's arch enemy.
is Zach Levi there?
Because they're doing a Shazam 2, right? So I would
Yeah.
think that the post-credit scene, if they're going to hack, do what Marvel does,
Yeah.
that it would
I
be.
don't
in
know
it.
when it comes out though.
Scott once saw Babadook again, Halloween tradition.
Oh, Marmaduke?
Marmaduke? Babadook? Why don't I know what Babadook is?
Yeah,
It's a scary thing.
Is it a scary thing?
Yeah.
There's an awesome post-credit scene. Good. I like post-credit scenes.
And even better when they're awesome.
I love also when people come in and it's a Marvel movie and they start getting up to leave.
Yeah.
And like,
I do
really,
that.
you don't know? Like, what kind of Marvel fan are you? It's like, well, they have to pee.
Well, keep in mind there are about 15 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
Highest rated horror movie of 2014 is Babadook. Well, where was I in 2014?
Here.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
I feel like it.
Mhm.
Oh,
You're thinking Marmaduke. Same thing.
Yes. Big dog. I saw a live performance of Hedwig and the Angry Inch. You're not familiar with this. It was a Broadway show.
Speaking of
Neil Patrick Harris portrayed.
Patrick,
He won his Tony for that.
Yep.
It's based on. There was a movie in 2001,
Mhm.
and wow, it took me to the end to appreciate it. It took my mom to see it. The local production. It's a drag queen.
Yeah.
And so Hedwig is the character. It's a German character who got a sex change and it was botched, and so all that was left was an inch, and it was an angry inch. That's why it's called the Angry Inch.
Oh.
So
You said that, and I wondered, and I was like,
that's
okay.
the Angry Inch. But it was well done for local theater. It was very
Tony
well
winning show.
Yeah.
I feel like I watched something, but I don't know what it was.
And also, I'm trying to figure out. Maybe you guys can help me. What is the best cast ever? Yeah, my mom was there. Yes, it was real. Wow. What's the best cast of Law and Order? What's like the best? I think that Benjamin Bratt, Lenny Briscoe with the Benjamin Bratt character, Angie Harmon with Jack with yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, private dating
chat girls.
Oh man.
God, we're getting
that's one of my favorite movies.
We're getting hacked all over the place tonight. But hey, it's more views.
Yeah, Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan died in a car accident.
Yep.
Oh my.
Who's Leslie Jordan? I'm sorry.
He was on Will and Grace.
He's most recently been on Call Me Cat or whatever it's called.
Wait, what?
He's like the short little gay guy that was on.
The little blonde guy.
Yeah.
The little guy, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he did a joke on TikTok that we used to do in traffic school. And in his honor, I'll tell it real quick. So when I lived in Orlando, I was teaching traffic school. Not how he told it. And we were right outside of Disney. We're in a town called Kissimmee. And if you've been to Disney, you've heard of Kissimmee.
Kissimmee St. Cloud.
Yes, Kissimmee St. Cloud. Ask for it by name. And I'm standing in line at Burger King before the class, and these two women are arguing. And she goes, no, it's Kissimmee. She goes, no, it's Kissimmee. She goes, no, it's Kissimmee. She goes, no, I'm telling you, it's Kissimmee. She turns around, she goes, excuse me, sir, what is this place called? And I said, Burger King.
Oh yeah, you said that before. Yeah.
How do you pronounce this place? Okay, Chris Malloy and Mariska Hargitay are SVU. I'm talking the original Law and Order.
Yeah, and I think the original cast is good.
The very first season is okay, but it's totally different.
Yeah,
I've only seen one.
Michael Moriarty, Chris Noth.
Yeah.
At least be
Chris
North.
Noth gets on my nerves. So
yeah, he's been canceled.
I like it with that comedian that you've met.
Richard Belzer.
Yeah, Richard Belzer. I like him. I like him in that, and I like Ice-T in it. He's in that one, right?
Yeah, and there's one of them where they're playing Ice-T's music early, like in the late '90s, way before he was on the show. It's just kind of funny that he's in it.
I like it with him. I just like seeing him in that. So
Lenny Briscoe, Benjamin Bratt, Sam Waterston, Angie Harmon, and the guy that plays Adam Schiff, different Adam Schiff than the congressman, who was always just so pissed off. My impression of him was always, make a deal. Every episode.
McLeod.
And Adam Jones is correct. Yeah. Munch.
I love him.
I think he has a record. Richard Belzer played that character on more different TV series than any other character in history.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 or 9 TV series he was on.
Yeah, he'd pop in on guests.
And Jake, hello.
Hello.
This isn't Saturday. Yeah, that's the SVU cast.
Yeah, that's young.
That's the first season, I think.
Yeah. Holy
That's
cow.
what happens when they were told to smile.
Young and thin.
Imagine their angry photo.
Wow.
Never got into it.
No,
I would for a little bit, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I can't watch this because I have little tiny kids." You get all creeped out, but it sucks you in. It sucks you in.
Well, I've been watching the latest season of Resident Alien, where Alan Tudyk, who plays an alien, is fascinated by Law and Order and learns a lot about human behavior from watching Law and Order.
My friends like that.
We've been watching season 10 of the Great British Bake Off.
Oh, yes.
I really haven't watched since Mary Berry left.
You know, I like to binge it. It's really good with Prue. Prue is pretty good. It's not the same, but it's still better than American TV.
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
Any American TV. Wow.
Who are those guys? Oh my gosh.
That's the very first season.
Yeah, I barely remember them.
And this guy
like Eric on his old internet.
Yeah, it's very pixel. Well, the picture's tiny. Look at the actual size of it. It's like, well, that's not. I don't want that. Who
That's how big TVs were back then.
Oh, that must be why.
Well, that's a very good point. Let's get my. Oh no, I've lost my.
Oh yeah, the Back to the Future musical.
What?
Yeah, they did it on the west side of London, and it's going to be on Broadway if it's not already.
Okay.
We saw it.
The movie tonight was Miss Congeniality, Jake, and next week it is Harry Potter 2.
I haven't watched the latest episode yet, Adam. That's
You asked what the movie was from this past week, right?
What was the movie?
What was the movie? So
what did it score? Do you have? Are we total?
I have a graphic.
Yes.
Column 2.
Column 2 of page 2.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Column 2, page 2, 74.27. Just being beat out by Power Rangers. I don't know.
Oh, that's sad.
That's really sad.
That is very sad.
I'm sure Cody would be happy about that, but I don't know how I feel about that.
Now Jake's throwing a 90% up.
You're getting a new score. It's going to elevate it above Power Rangers.
Or is he too late? Maybe he's too late.
It's not too late.
Well, I mean,
That's not too late.
Jake.
Assuming this is not a movie he watched recently, though.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Assuming you've seen it recently. Yes.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw the movie? Because if
No, we never asked that.
No, we've. It's usually it's a rule of thumb. You have to have watched it within the last year or so. You can't just be going from childhood memories.
Right. Because if I didn't watch it, I would have given a much higher score this time.
Yes, exactly. So.
Oh, well, he wants us to test him. All right, let's ask him some questions.
Reagan.
Okay, who won the pageant?
Yeah, who won the pageant?
Yeah, there you go. That's good. Wow.
What was the crime that Cheryl committed?
There you go.
Oh wow, these are hard questions. Gee, if only he had some connection to a large database of information where he could Google.
What is Gracie wearing when she falls the night of the pageant? Oh, I said. We said who won. She didn't.
That's not what we asked.
No.
Because she won Miss Congeniality. We know that.
No. He's talking about Cheryl. Because Cheryl didn't commit the crime that they thought that it was, but she stole red underwear.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so my question. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? After Gracie takes a flying leap on the man with a gun during the outdoor performance, Miss Morningside claims, "Of course he had a gun. This is Texas. Everybody has a gun. My blank has a gun."
Florist.
Yes. Wow, this is fun. We should do this every week. I thought maybe we used to.
Yeah, we did used to.
Dan's got a shtick.
All right, first step pizza. Second step.
First step what?
First step pizza. Second step.
Wait.
Flaming batons.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Wow.
I'm sorry. She was terrible.
What? Here's a stupid question. What was Gracie Hart's job?
Was she in Heart to Heart?
Mrs. Hot, Mrs. Hot, Mr. Mrs. Hot. And what was your pageant name?
Programmer. She was a computer programmer that could erase your identity from the internet.
Flaming batons.
At least somebody got it.
He said CIA.
Ooh, FBI.
FBI.
Oh, Jacob.
They do miss when we used to play Jackbox. We have to have another one of those nights too.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree, Adam.
Yeah, we're going to schedule one of those shortly. November. We'll get that in November, sure. Why not?
All right, so we have our marching orders.
Black Friday, we're going to do a 6-hour marathon. I'm sorry.
So for next Sunday's show, are we doing costumes like we did last year?
Oh.
Well, sure, you should dress as your favorite Harry Potter
Black robe and a weird tie. Yeah.
I'll be Harry wearing his cloak of invisibility.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
I'll be the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I don't even know what that means.
That sounds so dirty, man.
Because I don't even know what that means.
If you know what I mean.
Nobody knows what you mean.
Humana.
We'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah.
What type of car does Gracie drive? Or Grace drive?
Wow.
I remember this one because as soon as I saw it.
White.
It was a Malibu, wasn't it?
No, it was close. Same brand. It was an Impala, silver Impala.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
Adam would make a good Hagrid. I got to give him that.
Oh, Rhonda says she's checking in. She can't find the link. The link is always EriDanLive.com. Memorize it. Although we're about to end, but EriDanLive.com.
3 minutes. We don't want to join us.
So I wonder if there's a fire there. A bunch of firemen.
Where is there a bunch of firemen?
On
her
there.
picture.
Junior firemen.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Rhonda's picture.
Okay, so next week, let's review. Here we go. We got 2 minutes for the review. Next week, Sunday night, 9:00 Eastern, 6:00.
Yes, it's 3 hours. It's always 3 hours.
Do the math. And what about Cody? Who knows? All right, Eastern time, 9:00 next Sunday. Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets, Sherlock.
And I sent out recommendations on the Facebook feed. If you didn't get them, my recommendations, because I realized the episodes are an hour and a half long. It's a big ask, especially if you haven't started now. But first and third episodes of season 1, first and third episodes of season 2, and then the first episode of season 3.
There she is.
There she is.
Next week we're on Sunday. Did you watch the movie?
I did.
Oh, we have another score.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got now. This time I have to pull this up.
I like to work in the van.
Sunday, it's gonna be Sunday, and you can wear a costume next week. There will be prizes.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
it doesn't have to be Harry Potter.
No, it should not. Actually, it should not be. That's very unoriginal.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's an original take on a Harry Potter.
It could be. You could be wearing like East Liverpool High School jacket and have a lot of hair. Then you're a Harry Potter. Because they're the Potters.
Potters. That's right.
Yes, thank you
We
very
know
much.
people from there now.
I think my brother still lives there.
You think he does?
I don't know.
All right, so we want to get Rhonda's hot take on the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
In the next minute.
All right, so I thought with Sandra Bullock, it kind of resonated because if I was that person in a Miss America pageant, I would be in drag. So that kind of was fun for me because I'm like, man, there's a lot of stuff there that they would have to do to help me get to that point. So I had a lot of fun with that one. So,
Forensic manicurist.
Wow. Yeah, all of it. I mean, because look, to get me in any kind of gown or dress or anything, it's going to be a drag show. So, I gave it a 93. I had fun with that one.
Wow, we might have with Jake's 90 and you're 93. We might have just pushed that up into column 4.
I believe we have. In fact, Dan, I think you will be slightly relieved to know that while it did move up, it did not quite beat out Grease. So it but it did beat out Don't Look Up. So there it is, column 1, page 2 of our listings there, coming right below Joe versus the Volcano in Grease, Miss Congeniality, beating out Don't Look Up, and the Peanut Butter
Very
Falcon.
close to Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go. Thank you to Jacob and Rhonda for giving that little bump.
And Michelle popped in and said, heart, 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 heart.
Oh.
And Michelle's in a contest. I just saw a message from her. If you vote for her, you can help her win. It's like a scary person contest.
Oh.
Or makeup. I didn't read it all. I just voted. Kind of like most of the country.
Nice. Well, so
I'll
if you
do more
don't
research before I cast my ballot.
and learn more than Dan did, so that you can help out Michelle.
Well, I still help Michelle either way.
All right. Well, that's great. I think we should. All right. So, Dan, will you be streaming this Saturday?
Maybe. I definitely will be. I just don't know if it'll be me by myself.
Okay. But
or Rafi and I.
You in one form or another, because Dan did a freeform show this past Saturday.
It was
which
fun.
pretty much anything goes.
Yes, if it's Rafi and I, it's Clutch Radio. We'll talk about cars. If it's just me, whatever you want to talk about.
So there you go. How about that? So
Like
bring
dead
yourself-
air.
Yeah.
The old days of dead air, Adam.
Get counseling from Dan if you want to talk about your deepest, darkest secrets. You could tell
Or
Dan
your-
about your chamber of secrets.
Exactly. And I will not be in costume.
And then next Sunday,
Next
9
Sunday
o'clock,
night.
Chamber of Secrets, Sherlock. It's going to be a Halloween smorgasbord of dark colors and spooky movies. And
British accents.
Exactly.
Put on a costume.
A lot of British accents. Bring your favorite British accent.
Hey, I could. I know some accents.
Just say my cocaine. My cocaine. My cocaine. My cocaine.
Your cocaine? What'd you
My
do?
cocaine.
Hey, that's my cocaine.
My cocaine.
Wow. And I think
Okay.
that's the perfect time to say
My
good night.
cocaine.
Everybody. See you Sunday. Bye.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.